Hello viewers, I'm Kausalya. Today we are going to solve example problems in chapter 7 coordinate geometry. We start with example 12. The problem is find the area of the triangle formed by the points. So here 3 points are given and we have to calculate the area formed by the triangle. So first we are already the name is given here A, B, C, and as we all know A gives x1, y1, B x2, y2 and C gives x3, y3. So what is the formula to find the area of the triangle? It is given by half x1 into y2 minus y3 and x2 into y3 minus y1 and x3 into y1 minus y2. So here we know all the values of x1, x2, x3 and y1, y2, y3. So our job is to substitute these values in this formula. So first we have x1. What is x1? x1 is 5. y2 minus y3. It is 7 minus of minus 4. Right. Next x2. x2 is 4 and y3 minus y1. So minus 4 minus 2. And the next one is x3. It is 7 into y1 minus y2. So it is 2 minus 7. Right. So what is 7 minus of minus 4? This becomes 7 plus 4. What is 7 plus 4? It is 11. Right. So this is what I had written. Next is minus 4 minus 2. So minus 4 minus 2 gives you minus 6. Right. And here 2 minus 7 gives minus 5. Now the next thing is 5 11s are, it is 55 and 4 into minus 6 gives minus 24 and 7 into minus 5 gives minus 35. Right. So now once you simplify, you see we got the answer as 55 minus 59. So here the answer is minus 4 and minus 4 divided by 2 gives you minus 2. But here we are supposed to find the area of the triangle. So area can't be negative, it should be always positive. Therefore, area of the triangle is equal to 2 square units. Right. Next we proceed with example 13. Right. Sorry, here again it is chapter 7. Example 13. Again the same type of problem, area of the triangle. We have to find the area of the triangle. Here 3 coordinates are given, P, Q and R. Right. Again P gives x1, y1, Q gives x2, y2 and R gives x3, y3. So what is the area of the triangle formula? It is given by half x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2, y3 minus y1 and x3 of y1 minus y2. Even I had told you the trick to remember these formulas, right? It comes in the order 1, 2, 3. It is x1, x2, x3. So here it is 2. So 2 is followed by 3 and 1. 3 and 1 and next is 3. 3 is followed by 1 and 2. Right. So after writing, we have to just substitute the values. So x1 is minus 1.5 into y2 minus y3. So minus 2 minus 4. And the next is x2. x2 is 6. y3 minus y1. So it is 4 minus 3. And the next is x3. x3 is minus 3. y1 minus y2. So y1, okay, 3 minus of minus 2 here. So once you simplify here, you get minus 1.5 minus 2 minus 4 gives minus 6 and 4 minus 3 gives 1 and 3 minus of minus 2 becomes 3 plus 2 and that gives 5. So minus 1.5 into minus 6, right? Minus 2 minus 4 gives minus 6. So once you multiply, you got the answer as 9 and 6 into 1 gives 6 and minus 3 into 5 gives minus 15. So once you simplify, you see we get the answer as 15 minus 15, that is 0. So here area of the triangle PQR is 0. So what do you mean by that? Whenever you have the word area, it should be some specific positive number. If it is 0, this means that the 3 points, right? The 3 points PQR are collinear, right? These 3 points lie on the same line, just like this. One is P, one is Q and one is R, right? So these 3 points are collinear. That is the reason finally we got the value of area as 0. Next we proceed with example 14. So here find the value of k if the points are collinear. Okay, just as the previous case, right? So here we have 3 points and it is clearly given that these 3 points are collinear. So collinear means all these 3 points lie on the same line. So what is the condition here? If the 3 points lie on the same line, what about the area? The value of area is 0. So here again we are making use of the same formula, right? Area of the triangle formula, half of x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. Right, here the value of area is 0. Provided we have to find the value of k. So again A gives x1 y1, B gives x2 y2 and C gives x3 y3. Right, now we are going to just substitute the terms. So half x1 is 2, y2 minus y3. So k minus of minus 3 because y3 is minus 3 already. Right, and you see the terms are like this, k minus of minus 3. And the next one is x2. x2 is 4, y3 minus y1. So minus 3 minus 3. Right. And the next one is x3. It is 6, y1 minus y2. So 3 minus k. Right. So this is what I had written here. Now the next thing is we are going to simplify. So minus of minus 3 becomes plus 3. So here it becomes k plus 3. And here minus 3 becomes minus 6. And here 6 into 3 minus k. Because as we have a constant here, we can't do anything. So we are keeping this as k as such. Now we are going to simplify. So 2 into k plus 3. So 2 into k, 2k. 2 into 3, 6. So 2k plus 6. 4 into minus 6 gives you minus 24. And here 6 into 3 gives 18. And 6 into minus k becomes minus 6k. Right. So once you simplify this, you see here we have 18 plus 6. So 18 plus 6 gives you plus 24. And here we already have a minus 24. So all these 3 terms gives the answer as 0. Right. Now the remaining term is 2k minus 6k. So 2k minus 6k gives you minus 4k. Right. So once you simplify that, you see half of minus 4k is equal to 0. So I am keeping here the minus 4k and I am moving this 2 to the left hand side. So 0 into 2 gives 0. So 0 equal to minus 4k, and finally the value of k is 0 because 0 divided by anything is always a 0. Right. So here what about the value of the constant? So the value of the b coordinate is b is nothing but 4 comma k. So here it is 4 comma 0. Right. This is the value of b point. Now we move with our next problem. So it is example 15. If A, B, C, D are the vertices of a quadrilateral, find the area of the quadrilateral. Okay, fine. So here a quadrilateral is given and we have to calculate the area of the quadrilateral. So simply you see ABCD is a quadrilateral. Okay, when you draw any one of the diagonals, okay, when you connect any two opposite vertices, this looks like two triangles, right? That is ABC is one triangle and this ADC is other triangle. So here we simply write it as area of ABCD is nothing but area of triangle ABC plus area of triangle ADC, right? ADC or ACD. So whenever you are selecting this thing, the best way is you should go by anti-clockwise, right? Okay. So when you select the triangle, you go by this way. ABC is one triangle and the next triangle is ACD. Okay. Anti-clockwise. That's it. So first I start with triangle ABC. So list out the vertices values, right? The coordinates. So A minus 5 comma 7, B minus 4 comma minus 5 and C is minus 1 comma minus 6. This is given in the problem. Again x1 y1 gives A and x2 y2 is taken from B and x3 y3 is taken from C. Now when you substitute the values, again this is the formula for the area of the triangle, right? Because we have splitted this quadrilateral into two triangles. So the next thing is we have to substitute the values. So what is x1 here? x1 is minus 5. So minus 5 into y2 minus y3. So minus 5 minus of minus 6, right? So minus 5 minus of minus 6 becomes minus 5 plus 6, right? This is minus 5 minus of minus 6. And the next one is x2. x2 is minus 4, y3 minus y1. y3 is minus 6 and y1 is 7. So minus 6 minus 7. And the next is x3 is minus 1 and y1 minus y2. So here it is 7 minus of minus 5, right? 7 minus of minus 5, that becomes 7 plus 5. Now when you simplify, minus 5 plus 6 gives you 1, right? And here minus 6 minus 7 gives minus 13 and 7 plus 5 gives 12, right? Now once you simplify this, minus 5 into 1 minus 5, minus 4 into minus 13 plus 52 and minus 1 into 12 minus 12. So once you simplify these terms, finally you got the answer as 1 by 2 into 52 minus 17, that is 35 by 2 square units, right? This is area of the triangle ABC. Next, I am going to calculate the area of the triangle ACD, right? So again, write down the coordinates value A, C and D. Again, we are making use of the same area of the triangle formula, right? Now when you substitute the values, x1 is minus 5, x2 is minus 1 and x3 is 4, right? Thing is y2 minus y3. So minus 6 minus 5, right? y3 minus y1. 5 minus 7 and y1 minus y2. 7 minus of minus 6, right? So minus 6 minus 5 gives minus 11. 5 minus 7 gives minus 2 and 7 minus of minus 6. This becomes 7 plus 6, which is 13. Now we are going to multiply. So minus 5 into minus 11 gives plus 55. Minus 1 into minus 2 plus 2 and 4 into 13 gives 52. So again, once you add, you get the answer as 109, right? And final answer is 109 by 2 square units, right? Now we have calculated the area of the two triangles. Now area of the quadrilateral is nothing but we have to add the area of the two triangles. So once you substitute the values, you see 35 by 2 plus 109 by 2. Once you simplify, here you got the answer as 144 divided by 2. And when you divide, you see 7 2s are 14 and 2 2s are 4. The final answer is 72 square units, right? So once you got the answer as 35 by 2, don't immediately divide and get the answer with decimal values, right? Keep them as such, finally add, and finally you will be ending up with a simple answer. That's a whole number, right? So that's all in this video. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. Thank you.